The 20 mega projects transforming Burkina Faso under Captain Ibrahim Traoré. Across the African continent, a new generation of leaders is rising, unafraid, unbought, and unbowed. Among them stands Captain Ibrahim Traoré, the revolutionary president of Burkina Faso, who has sparked a wave of transformation rooted in African dignity, self-reliance, and sovereignty. In the spirit of Thomas Sankara, Traoré is not just managing a country, he is rebuilding a nation. One project at a time, he is breaking the chains of dependency and restoring power to the hands of the people. From energy independence to food security, from industrial revival to military sovereignty, these are not just development projects, they are declarations of a new era for Burkina Faso, and for Africa as a whole. Join us as we explore 20 mega projects that are redefining what it means to lead with vision, courage, and love for the African people, under the revolutionary leadership of Captain Ibrahim Traoré. At the heart of Africa's development lies energy, the power to illuminate homes, drive industry, and empower innovation. Yet for decades, Burkina Faso has struggled under energy poverty, relying on costly imports and limited national output. But under Captain Ibrahim Traoré, a new light is being lit: nuclear energy. In partnership with Russia's state-owned Rosatom, Burkina Faso is now laying the foundation for its first nuclear power plant. This transformative project will not only end energy dependency, but will also train Burkinabe engineers, establish a regulatory nuclear framework, and make Burkina Faso a model for clean, sovereign energy in Africa. This is more than a power plant. It is the ignition of a revolution. A declaration that Burkina Faso will power itself on its own terms. Every nation must rise on strong foundations. Under President Traoré, Burkina Faso is laying down its future, literally. In March 2025, the government inaugurated the Sanab SS cement factory in Lomgo, backed by a $42.9 million investment from China. With a production capacity of 2,000 tons per day, the plant is not only meeting domestic needs but aims to expand to 1.2 million tons annually, reducing costly imports and fueling national infrastructure projects. Over 1,000 jobs have already been created, and more will follow. This is not just about cement, it's about economic sovereignty, industrial strength, and African pride in African-made infrastructure. True independence must be defended. To protect its sovereignty and its people, Burkina Faso has launched a bold defense strategy. In collaboration with Russia, the country has established the first Africa Corps military base in Lambila, near Ouagadougou. This base is a fortress for Pan-African security, not an outpost for foreign interests. It will support counter-terrorism, regional defense, and train a new generation of African soldiers. Burkina Faso is standing guard, not just for itself, but for the Sahel, and for the future of an Africa that protects its own borders with its own strength. Burkina Faso, Mali, and Niger, three nations, one destiny. In 2023, these countries united under the Alliance of the Sahel States, a powerful regional pact for security, sovereignty, and economic collaboration. Under Traoré's leadership, Burkina Faso is a central pillar of this alliance, committed to military cooperation, resource sharing, and collective defense against foreign influence and neo-colonial destabilization. Together, they are building a united Sahel, a bloc that speaks with one voice, fights with one arm, and rises with one soul. Roads are the veins of a nation, and for too long, Burkina Faso's arteries were clogged by neglect and dependency. Now, that changes. Traoré's government has launched a monumental plan to build over 5,000 kilometers of paved roads, more than the total constructed in the past 6 decades. This initiative will connect rural communities, boost trade, and strengthen national security, transforming the very landscape of the country. This is not just asphalt and concrete. It is liberation through logistics. Energy security is national security. And now, Burkina Faso has taken a vital step with the inauguration of the Penai Hydrocarbon Depot. This facility strengthens the country's ability to store and distribute petroleum products, reducing dependence on foreign fuel imports and stabilizing national supply. With every drop stored on Burkinabe's soil, sovereignty grows stronger. To welcome the world, a nation must fly. Burkina Faso is doing just that, with the construction of the Donson International Airport, set to replace the aging Ouagadougou terminal. With capacity for over 1 million passengers annually, the airport is expected to become a major West African hub, driving tourism, trade, and investment. 500 jobs already created, and countless new opportunities on the runway. From raw cotton to finished product, Burkina Faso is reclaiming its textile industry with the IROXBURKINA industrial complex, spanning 92 hectares in Ouagadougou and Borimo. With over 4,000 direct jobs and 15,000 indirect jobs, this massive industrial revival project strengthens local manufacturing and boosts exports. From field to factory to fashion, this is what African value addition looks like. Burkina Faso is one of Africa's top gold producers, but until recently, its gold was refined abroad, draining wealth from the people. Now, with the country's first national gold refinery opened in November 2023, that gold stays home. Processing 400 kilograms per day, the facility creates 100 direct and 5,000 indirect jobs, while maximizing national returns on natural wealth. No longer just digging gold, now refining power. With sunlight year-round, Burkina Faso is embracing solar power with urgency and pride. New solar farms, rural microgrids, and photovoltaic infrastructure are spreading across the nation, reducing imports and bringing power to the people. Clean, renewable, and sovereign, Burkina Faso's energy future is as bright as its skies. No transformation is complete without remembrance. And no leader can walk forward without knowing whose shoulders they stand upon. In the heart of Ouagadougou, President Traoré has launched the construction of the Thomas Sankara Mausoleum, a grand and solemn tribute to the revolutionary hero and his 12 fallen comrades. This is more than a monument, it is a classroom, a sanctuary, a call to continue the struggle for African dignity, justice, and unity. Through this sacred space, the spirit of Sankara lives on, not as memory, but as movement. In Africa, the soil is rich, the farmers are willing, yet hunger persists. That contradiction ends here. Under Captain Traoré's leadership, Burkina Faso is mechanizing and modernizing its agriculture to become truly food sovereign. Over 400 tractors, 239 tillers, 714 motorcycles, and 70 motor pumps have been distributed. More than 38,000 tons of fertilizer and 1,400 tons of improved seeds have been delivered to over 500,000 farmers, with women and youth leading the charge. From millet to tomatoes to rice, the land is producing again, with purpose, with pride, and with power. As the capital grows, so must its arteries. The completion of the northern interchange in Ouagadougou is a landmark in urban modernization. Though launched before Traoré's time, it is under his administration that the project reached its final phase, re-engineered and accelerated to fit a new national vision. This is not just traffic relief. It is movement, of people, of goods, of dreams. Water is life. And under Traoré, water has become a national development priority. With a $145 million water security initiative launched in 2024, and the successful completion of major borehole projects, thousands of families across the country now have access to clean, safe water. From villages to cities, from drought zones to dry wells, Burkina Faso is turning on the taps of dignity. Modern warfare demands modern tools. To defend its people from extremist threats, Burkina Faso has partnered with Turkey's Baker Defense to deploy advanced UAV drones. These drones have provided vital intelligence and carried out strategic operations, strengthening national security and reducing reliance on traditional Western military powers. This is Africa defending Africa, from above, with precision and sovereignty. True independence must reach the wallet of every citizen. That's why President Traoré inaugurated the Postal Bank of Burkina Faso on October 7, 2024. With a starting capital of 15 billion CFA francs, the bank is designed to serve the rural, the underserved, and the future, providing affordable financial services for the people. This is not just banking. This is economic liberation, one account at a time. Healthcare is not a privilege. It is a right. Under President Traoré, the construction of a state-of-the-art university hospital in Bobo Dioulasso is now underway. This facility will serve both as a training ground for future doctors and a center for high-quality care. A healthy nation is a strong nation, and Burkina Faso is healing itself from within. To be truly sovereign, a nation must connect on its own wings. Burkina Faso is reclaiming the skies through the revival of Air Burkina. Under Traoré's vision, the airline has been modernized with new E-170 aircraft, a regional expansion plan, and a goal to link African cities like never before. This is not just air travel. It's a pan-African gateway. Innovation is the engine of liberation. Burkina Faso has launched its first indigenous electric vehicle, developed by the local firm ITAOUA. With a range of 330 kilometers per charge, and fast charging in just 30 minutes, this vehicle represents green mobility, tech independence, and Burkinabe ingenuity. This is not imitation. This is innovation, built by Africans, for Africa. Every tomato grown in Burkina Faso is now a weapon against hunger and dependency. With new processing plants in Bobo Dioulasso and Yako, the government has launched a bold effort to reduce imports, add value locally, and create thousands of jobs. Each plant can process up to 100 tons of tomatoes per day, producing sauces, pastes, and pride, all under Burkinabe brands. From seed to shelf, this is food made in Faso. These 20 projects are not just about Burkina Faso. They are a blueprint for Africa's rise, a testimony that self-reliance, dignity, and sovereignty are possible when leaders serve the people, not foreign interests. Captain Ibrahim Traoré is not just building infrastructure, he is building a future, a vision, and a legacy rooted in Pan-African values. The age of begging is over. The age of building has begun. Africa, the hour has come.